Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be doing a tutorial on a cookie clicker. For example, like the cookie clickers, you like the IO game cookie clickers, those kind of things. But this one's going to be more simple. We have two pictures of cookies here. The first cookie is like your first cookie, and then when your cookie gets upgraded, you get the second cookie. We're also going to be in the script.js. We're not going to be in the style.css that much. It's going to be closer to like writing something in Python because we're working in the script.js, but it's not going to be completely the same because we're working in JavaScript. So let's get started. We're going to put in a title real quick. This should be pretty easy. You just put in title, 0 cookies. That's all. Now we're going to move on to the body, and we're going to be putting in an href, and you don't have to put this. This isn't necessary, but I put it just for the style. But we're not going to be using it for now. It's just good just to put it in general. So we're going to put it on click, add, and add. Okay, I'm not going to put it in yet, but okay. We're just going to put on click. We're going to close this out. We're going to move on to the image, and we're going to add an ID of cookie. This is very important. ID is going to reference back to the JavaScript. And we're going to put in the src of cookie.jpg. And we're going to close this off. Yeah. This should be correct, yeah. Now we're going to actually move on to the script.js. I think this is more important than any of the style right now. So we're just going to add a variable, and this is going to be your cookie count. How many cookies, like, overall that you have, right? Always in JavaScript end off with a semicolon, unless there's some specific instances. Most of the time you are. So we're going to be adding a function, and this is going to be our add function. We're going to have one major function, and this is the add function. This adds our cookies. We're going to put cookie count equals cookie count plus 1. This is pretty easy, right? Whenever we run add, your cookie count equals the cookie count plus 1. We're running add when we're clicking on the cookie. Is back here, we have let me add an add. This is how you put in a function. So it says on click onto the src of the cookie.jpg. So over here, whenever you click on this, it adds 1 to the cookie count. Yeah. So now let's go over cookie count. Let's put in document.get element by ID. We're gonna put in dash text dot value. Dot value equals cookie count. Text is going to be our function, like where it shows, but I haven't put in that HTML yet. I'm just showing you guys the JavaScript right now. This is going to be in a weird format, man. Okay, so we're going to put in cookie count equals to 10. If the cookie count equals to 10, it's going to run another function. So let's go make that function real quick. Function. And this is going to be called 10. So we're going to put in the brackets, or not even the brackets. It's like the squiggly brackets. I don't know the exact name, but I guess you guys get it. We're going to put in get element by ID. We're going to put in cookie. And we're going to put in dot src equals cookie dot jpg. And I put in the wrong cookie2.jpg. So sorry, we're gonna run 10 here. So for the function add, it's gonna add cookie count plus 1, and then it's also gonna document get element by ID for text, which is going to be over here. We're going to add that really soon. You'll see what this does. And then we're also going to have, if the cookie count equals to 10, we're going to run our function 10, and our function 10 changes this image to cookie2.jpg, which is this image. So let's put in the other HTML, which I feel like we should have done first, but it's okay. We're going to put in BR. I'm going to put in some page breaks, so we just have a little bit of space between the cookie image, so you can see it in all of its glory. And we're going to put in, you guys, this is way quicker if you just put in you've got. I wouldn't suggest doing this, but you could do it like this. It's just going to write out text. Instead of putting it in a p tag, it's just going to write it out. But if you want, you can write it in a p tag, which is always fine. Oops. Or like anyone, like an h1 tag if you want to style it. Write out like this. That's always fine. Or you could just write it out. And we're gonna put in over here, we're gonna put in input, type. The type of the input is text, right? And then its ID is also gonna be text. We learned before, input is used for any of like the surveys we were doing, and this is going to be a text survey, so you have to type in stuff, and the ID is going to be text, right? And then we're going to add down here, we're going to put in p ID cookie I don't know if this is, yep. That's probably our, yeah. So it says you got, this is your cookies. It's gonna be down here. We're gonna click on this. You go and then you go to 10 to cookies. That should make sense. I'm just gonna go over this input text thing because I didn't quite explain it. The ID is text, right? So we can go to the script.js and it shows document.getElementID. ID. You change this value to cookie count instead of typing in stuff. So that should be pretty easy. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. See you guys next time. Bye.